Why is this that no matter which country we are from or what kind of opinions we have about things, but somehow we all agree on the idea of creativity and the importance of it in our lives? Have you ever thought about it? Because recently I was reading an article called Creative Differences in this magazine called MIT Technology Review, this one. Um, and I was reading it, and like this question made me wonder so much that how come this term not called creativity came into existence in around 1857. Like that was the, according to this article, uh, the first known written use of creativity didn't actually occur until 1875, which is insane, right? So it's kind of like a very new word in comparison to other words. And like interestingly, this also says that before about 1950 there were approximately zero articles, books, essays, and classes or encyclopedia entries on the word creativity, which is very interesting that in less than a century this word has become so interesting and so important for us as human civilization that we all agree on it so blindly. Like it's like we think of it as an answer to our personal fulfillment, to career growth, right? And like since we were kids, especially like in American countries or European countries, like since childhood the kids are taught to be creative, the kids are taught to think outside the box, or like there's this saying, think outside the box, right? We all know that. So it's very interesting to me that it occurred to me, how come, how exactly did we go from never talking about this word creativity to always talking about it? Like, isn't that very interesting to think about? So let me tell you how it came into existence and how it became famous, I would say. So the concept of creativity, as we now know, it emerged during the post-World War II era in America as a kind of cultural slave, a way to ease the tension and anxieties caused by the increasing conformity and the bureaucracy and suburbanization. Now, what would you say? Like the word came into existence to save us from the world full of conformity and bureaucracy and all. And like it's just to ease the world of capitalization, like it's just so we can feel that yes, individualism or the individual spirit is still there. So I wondered about this. So this word came into existence because of the capitalization and the world of conformity, right? Now what about the world of AI? I wrote this in this. If AI can be creative, then, like before, human looked up to creativity out of a fear of conformity. Now, what will they look up to? And what will we look up to? Would it be creativity still? Or would it be something else? Or would it be some like a different definition of creativity itself? Have you wondered about it? Because I kept thinking about it, like if everything in like next 10 to 15 years is gonna be AI generated, or you have an agent, or you blah blah blah, what would exactly be creativity in its essence then? Because we keep fighting about these kind of questions, can machine be creative, can machine be creative, or blah this that, but we never ask right questions. Like what exactly is creativity? Making something new, making new connections, right? But if machines can also make new connections and human brain can too, then what's the difference between human creativity and machines like artificial intelligence creativity? What's the difference there? Have you thought of these questions? Like these questions keep coming back to my mind and I keep wondering about these, looking for the answers. So let me tell you something. Like this is based on all the knowledge I've grabbed reading this whole magazine and also searching up the internet. I've reached my own conclusion and my own understanding on it, and I would love you guys to have your own understanding as well, not to follow someone else's understanding itself, but maybe let someone else's understanding initiate a new kind of thought in your mind. That would be amazing. If you think about it, a machine, specifically artificial intelligence, is given large amount of data, or I would say human experience, out of which it makes connections, right? It just knows how to make connections, or it connects things together and connects the dots and makes something new out of it. And that's something also which we do. But the only difference is the data AI machine or the machine is getting is not something lived by AI. And the things we are doing and the connections we are making are based on the data we live, we experience. The experience itself is something which differentiates it all. Now, the funny thing is, the creativity is very much connected to the emotions. The emotions mainly in terms of, how would I say, personal experience, grief, sadness, happiness, any kind of emotion, or even just peace. Now tell me, what kind of emotions will the machine feel out of that data? The feeling part, the flesh part is not there. Even in the book by Yuval Noah Harari, the Nexus book I was reading, and the main differentiation he makes is that, so what does it mean to be creative in the era of AI? It means to be you. And most importantly, stop following trends. For the sake of yourself and for the sake of your own human emotions and expressions and experience, don't follow trends. Follow the inner desire. Like, question these kind of things. What were you before the world told you what you should be? Think about these kind of things. And I also wonder about those things, and I know it's very hard to go through all of them, but at the same time, if you start from small things, you will at least become a different version of yourself from before. And that's the most important part. You must have heard people saying that creativity is a muscle, right? Which is good, which is amazing. Yeah, it is a muscle. But then it's a muscle which can also be built by machines. Do machines have muscle? My question. Oh, that's I think I'll go bit more philosophical into it. But overall, I just want to give you one idea out of it. That is, the most creative thing you can do right now is to be you and to explore yourself and understand your own mind. Because everything around you is making things efficient but not creative enough. Do you think being efficient is creative? Maybe in some context, yes, but maybe in others, no. So just be yourself and understand your own mindset and question the most basic question of all time, which is, or I would say hard at the same time, which is, what were you before the world told you what you should be? Think about these things. Bye.